Okay, I have already began my painting of my candlestick. I've chose the Anita's French Country Yellow, and I'm using a lot of paint that I have had in my crafty box for years, it seems. So I'm excited about that because I'd like to get something done. Now, I'm holding the camera too, so I'm sorry about that. I paint and then I swirl because I want it to have that textured kind of look, or at least that's what I'm hoping of achieving. And I don't know why I picked this color because I'm just not a yellow paint kind of person, but you know, hey, maybe it was meant for me to. I don't want my surface to be smooth. I want it to look rough and, you know, all of that. You make your craft however it makes you happy. But, you know, I want to do that all over this and let it dry. So it's going to take me a little bit of time, but the other two pieces, the candle plate and the larger candle holder that we're going to use for the dome, I actually had to put that in the wash because I had forgotten that the stickers were still on it, and they're really on there. Let me tell you, they are on there good. So I'm going to use the water to help me out. Yeah. And now I had a question sent through a comment on one of my videos last week. And I think it was Andrea that was asking what kind of paint to use. Now, every YouTube video that I saw was using the craft paint and in the acrylics. So that's what I'm going by. And now some people prefer not to use a brush. They prefer to use some spray paint, and they put a couple of coats on, and they, you know, it has more of a smooth finish, and it looks really good. So it's just whatever your personal preference is. I just really like to have like some kind of a textured look on this, or at least that's what I'm going with at this time. You know, I might not like it once I do it, or I might find a different technique. And the beautiful part about this, sorry, I'm holding this camera because my stand is in the truck with Dan, and he is 50 something miles away from me at this point. So, but if you don't like what you're seeing and you're using this particular type of paint, you can always take it, put it in hot water, and eventually it's going to soften up, and you can just wipe that right off and start over. That's what I like about it. And this I don't really want to paint that. I want to paint that, but I don't want to paint that because I'm going to be putting glue on it to put the plate on top. And, oh, the plate is going to be painted on the bottom. You know, I'm just going to leave that. I'm just going to leave that because there's going to be paint on the bottom of the plate. So, and I want that to adhere very well. And hopefully it's going to. I've seen in other videos where they've painted the whole thing and it's still stuck together very well, but you know, I'm just gonna leave that. Just gonna leave it. I want it to look, you know, party, and I want it to stick. Now you see I have my garbage bag down for my pad that I'm working my crafts on, my paints. And I got that idea not from anything on YouTube or anything like that. I got that idea when my daughter was very young and she was looking for something so that she could put it down on our table. And she had some kind of a school project that she had to do. And so she couldn't find anything, no papers, no nothing. So she got a garbage bag and put it down. And then after the garbage bag, after the glue and paint and stuff like that dried, we were just able to use the garbage bag. And I thought that was super neat. She's always been able to MacGyver things like that. She inherited that gene from my mother. I did not. So I kind of copy everything that they do. And she even makes tutus. Now, Cricket. Okay, my cat's attacking. Get off the thing. Get off the thing. Hold on. Oh, that was my shoulder. Anyway, they can just take sticks and make something out of it. And I'm so jealous because I would just love to be that crafty. But thankfully my daughter inherited that gene. And and does she do crafts? Well, she makes my granddaughter's tutus and things like that, and does a spectacular job. I really wish that I could do that too. Maybe we'll try to do some kind of a tutu at some point. Maybe next time that I go to Texas, I can get my daughter to help me with a video on that, because she really makes some pretty ones. So now that this is back here, my plate and the other candle holder is probably ready for me to get the sticker off of it. I'm going to go ahead and get that. So hold on. I am taking just my dirty old crafty sponge and showing you how easy it is to just go ahead and remove the paint. You know, so that you're not getting that on the bottom side of your candle plate. And you just keep on, you know, and I love this. Just love it. Using the garbage bag. And, I mean, it's really neat. So, I thought that I would show that part. Okay. We now have the plate. I soaked that for about 20 minutes in the wash water, and the sticker flew right off. Cricket's sitting right next to me, so I'm starting to get my cat hair in it. But anyway, so I'm going to paint the bottom portion of this plate with the brush. The spray paint would probably take less time, but I really, really like to feel crafty. And I like to go ahead and paint it. I could probably use a bigger brush. I might even go crazy and just start using my fingers. Who knows? You know, it could happen. Anyway, so while I was waiting for this to actually get done, Cricket, you shed more than any cat I have ever known. I'm going to have to turn on the machine so it could suck up the cat hair. I was looking into glass paint, and actually I think you can use the glass paint just as well as you could, and you can find that in the hobby section. Oh, let's see where the stained glass is, and they have got some glass paint there too. So anyway, give me just a second. Okay, so I have got most of my plate painted. Well, no, I've got all of it painted. It's just that I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just kind of mesmerized by being able to play and paint. No, I'm kidding. I've been looking at a few other videos, you know, and guess what? They put another paint in with this, so you kind of strategically place it in different sections. And then you kind of swirl it into your texturing thing. Probably should have done this with my candlestick holder too. Maybe I'm going to have to pull that out of the place where I have it drying at this point. And you take it and try to kind of blend it in. You don't want to blend it completely, or you're going to have some, you know, colors that are more solid. But still, I thought this was pretty good. It's working out pretty well. I don't know how it's going to look from the top, but from the bottom, I'm kind of digging it. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Really glad that I saw that. I got this idea first from Net and Tina. I'll drop a link. Hopefully I'll be able to find the video where they did this and drop that link. But a really quick craft that they did. And I really liked it. And then I started looking it up, other channels that were doing the same craft. And there you go. Oh, I kind of blended that too much, didn't I? Anyway, trial and error, trial and error. But you're just trying to, you know, kind of put you a little bit more color in there besides the one color, which I think is sort of neat. Don't you think? I mean, it gives it a little something. And I may do this to the candle holder too. Yeah, you know I'm going to. I'm going to do it just so that it has a little bit more, you know, of this in it. I kind of like that. That's sort of neat. Anyway, so once you get your plate done, I was like, how am I supposed to get this up? Well, using the end of that doesn't work. Without messing up your plate, you may want to go ahead and put one of these underneath your plate, you know, something to where you can, you know, lift it up and not mess up your little design that you're working so hard on. But anyway, like I was saying, you could go to Net and Tina on YouTube. They have a wonderful channel. They're sisters, and they're from North Carolina. And just, I mean, they have sunshine in their soul. I'll just tell you, I love their videos. I love their crafty videos. I love to listen to them, go back and forth. They're so funny. And so check out their link that I'm going to provide in the description. Or just look them up. It's their YouTube channel's Net and Tina. And no, they don't know anything about me trying to promote their channel. I just, you know, I don't know them personally. But I do enjoy their videos. And I think that they are really good people. Anyway, so I don't know where I'm going with this, but I keep trying to blend it too much. But anyway, once you get it, you know, you don't have to use more than one color, but if you decide to do it, then, you know, hey, that's something that makes you happy. And so anyway, let's move on. I'm going to grab that candle holder and give it a little once over, and I'm going to put this up to dry. And like I said in my previous video, I'm not going to paint my dome that's going on top of this. Just because I want everything to be seen. But there's other people that drape ribbons, or they attach leaves, or, you know, whatever. But I'm going to see what I can do about not painting it. Or, you know, because I want my stuff to show. All right. Okay, I got the candle holder back out, the candlestick holder, and have went over it with a little of that other paint. And yeah, I'm going to have to use a sealant on this. I'm pretty sure, so I guess that'll be something that I'll put on after the fact. But anyway, I really like how that, kind of helps me to bring out a little spiffy in the project. The only thing is that you've really got to decide before, because my paint had already started drying, and it was, I don't know, it's been a deal here. I'm having to add more paint, do all this other stuff, and kind of, this is the first time that I've done this, so I'm experimenting a lot. And my mother was an artist in many ways. She could draw a human face better than I ever could, and a lot of people could ever draw. But anyway, she used to do landscapes. I have one of her landscape pictures, or landscape canvases that she did. And I mean, she wasn't only artistic that way. She's artistic with crocheting and sewing. She can just do about anything. So I've been sitting here painting and thinking about, all of the stuff that she has done. And I like to reminisce. And it's funny how that brought that memory out, just by doing this. And I know it's a little corny for some people, but still, love the Nana. All right, and then one of my cats decided to growl. I've got my supplies out. Some things that I'm going to need in order to be able to put this together the way I would like to. I have my garbage bag down so it will protect my work surface. This is how my painting went with the candlestick and the candle plate. I kind of like it. I did use a sealant, and yes, with you see that with the technique that I was using, of course, and it's hard to kind of paint glass unless you're using a glass paint. I think I've never used a black glass paint, but I had one of my friends to tell me that I might want to try that next time. Acrylics are good, but she was telling me that the glass paint was better. I did use an acrylic sealer. I'll show you that at the end. And so right now I'm just waiting for my old nasty looking glue gun to warm up so that I can start gluing some things together. Now, unfortunately, I cannot find my E6000. And so I found this and then found out that it was completely dried up. So I'm just going to have to hot glue gun it temporarily. Nothing is going to be heavy or anything like that. But don't do as I do. You make sure that you use some really strong glue for this. But, I am going to use hot glue up at the top. Let's see what happens. Alright, I'm just going to start by putting the hot glue around the top of this. I'm hoping that I can do this with the, and since no one is going to really see underneath there, I'm just going to put it like that. Oh, then I got the boogers. Anyway, hold on. Alrighty, I have used the glue, let me grab a hold of this, to adhere that together, and it's kind of cute. Okay, now let me take care of the knob on top of the dome. Alright, there is the knob that I picked out from Lowe's over. Do not use glue gun to do this. Please use stronger glue, because I'm going to have to. I just wanted to make sure that I got this together so that y'all could see how it would look. Now, let me put some embellishments on here and see what happens, see what it looks like. And I put some leaves on top of my dome. There goes Caramel the cat on the crafty table. But anyway, I really like this. Just do not use glue from your glue gun. Make sure that it's stronger glue. And then you could put some neat cupcakes or candies or something in it. And I'll leave you with putting it with my other fall items. I hope that you like this. Thanks for watching. It's a really cute and nifty craft. Don't forget to check out Net and Tina, because they have this particular craft on one of their videos, and they have a great channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.